actually sitting with something this morning that has sort of made it a little bit difficult for me to push the live button. But I'm just in this place where I really want to connect deeper. I really want to share what's on my heart. I want to reach those who are really looking for that deeper state of growth and connection in their own lives. And I have a friend who is very sick right now. I woke up this morning really thinking about her. The space that I'm in is really kind of sacred and precious, if you will, around it. And she wrote something the other day that really struck me, is that she didn't lose her battle to cancer, and that she didn't battle, that she lived. And she talked about all the accomplishments that she's made in her life. You know, she's incredibly talented woman. The music that she's made, the books that she's written, the places that she has traveled to, the places where she has lived, that she has had a full experience and a full life experience in her life. And, you know, I cannot tell you the shift that even just reading in that writing that she wrote did for me, as I'm moving through my own journey, as I'm moving through my own experience. But I felt so called to share this piece of it, you know, as a channel. One of the things years and years ago, I was sort of making a jest with, I was in my channel and my spirit guides were being very, very playful with me, and we're having a very playful moment. And I said, okay, so what is the meaning of life? Sort of being smart ass about it. And they literally answered me. And the answer was to experience it. To experience life. That is the whole meaning. That is the whole reason why we come, is to have an experience. And the thing about this 3D physical plane of experience is that we're going to experience the physicalities of the 3D. We're going to experience the challenges. We're going to experience the parallels. We're going to experience the polarities. And we come for the experience of the joys and the love and the successes, but we also come for the gravity of the polarity and the challenges, right? It's often our greatest challenges that create our greatest triumphs. If we're looking at it in the way that it's meant and designed to be looked at, these challenges that we face are the things that we move towards, that we succeed from, that we can become proud of ourselves for. We move in an automated kind of system, right? We move with, I've got to be here at this amount of time. I work for these amount of hours. I have this amount of clients. I got to pay these amount of bills. And we just move unconsciously, forgetting that we are alive, forgetting that we're living an experience. We've got so many to-do lists in our heads and so many things that must get done and haven't get done and need to get done, that we often escape that present sort of type of experience where we feel our breath and know that we're breathing. Recognize that we're breathing, recognizing that we're alive, recognizing that this is an experience that we get to have, an experience that we're having. This beautiful soul reminded me of that in her story. When she wrote her story, she reminded me that I'm here, breathing, moving, walking through the world, walking through this experience to have an experience. And am I taking advantage of the best of it? Am I taking advantage of the fullness of it? Am I taking advantage of the realness of it? We're all here for the experience, and we're all going to have an end of this particular experience, right? And for me, I mean, I think about the transition. I think about the death process as like another open door, another gateway, another opening into another experience. I was told in a channel that when I asked about reincarnation, I was told that we will experience everything there is to experience. That the soul will experience everything that it can experience through different lifetimes, many different lifetimes. And I do believe that each lifetime is sort of designed to go down a certain path and experience a certain thing. And when that experience is fulfilled, we go into another open doorway to have another type of experience. We take with it who we are, what we've learned, what we gained. That's our talents and our passions and the things that we love and the things that we feel natural at doing. And so like each life experience gives us more of that, right? And not to go into this too deep, but I just don't see the soul as something that's just like this one like giant bubble floating through different times and space. I think it's interchangeable. I think the energy of who we are is limitless. Like when we start talking about limitless energy, I'm not talking about limitless money in your bank account or limitless amount of love in your life. We that is available too. But I'm talking about the limitlessness of who we are as a soul. I think we have this idea because we're so used to seeing a body of a person and saying that's who that is, right? But so that we think of the soul as being that same thing bouncing through space and time. But I can tell you that, you know, there's moments where I have gone into meditation and just seen myself become full with the whole experience of what I was experiencing and seeing. That I wasn't this just separate little energy bouncing around, that I was experiencing everything I was part of everything. I was just moved with everything. It was the most beautiful astral type of experience I had. It was like becoming a part of all of it, the whole of it. Feeling the immensity of that unconditional love that we talk about. It's real. It's not separate. It's always with us, even if we're not tapped into it. So I wanted to come in and I wanted to share what I was feeling. I wanted to share what was moving through me as a reminder to myself that I'm here living an experience and I want to be more present for it in each one of the experiences. When I'm paying my bills, when I'm going to work, when I'm taking a client, when I'm here with you, when I'm in the car and I'm driving down an endless road, when I'm in the car and I'm driving through traffic and I'm witnessing people around me and witnessing life around me. Like I want to be present in it. I want to be in the experience, because when we start talking about expansion, we start talking about receiving, we start talking about being open to more in this experience. I think one of the key factors that we miss is that we have to be present for what is in this moment and become a part of it. Breathe with it, move with it, align with it. And see the vastness and the real vastness of what is possible. I've been saying now for a little while that one of my not favorite things to do anymore is psychic readings. And if you've been working with me or you know me or you've been in my world, you know you've heard me say this a lot. Because I think when we try to predict a future from where we are, a future into, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, we're limiting our experience. We're giving control to something that isn't yet. And we're trying to control an outcome when there could be so much more available to us. And I just think psychic readings, while they can take a snapshot of where we are into the pathways of where we're going, I think if we truly deepened our experience in the present state, like where we are right here, right now, we could see, could understand that the experience here is meant for us to be fully lived and fully alive within us, and that magic can exist in that. It can coexist with the physicalities that we're experiencing. And in this moment like that we're in this present state that we're in, I think it becomes really, really important for us to understand that absolutely everything is possible. Absolutely everything is possible. Everything is probable. Everything can shift and change in an instant, in a moment. If we're present for it and we're alive in it, we can see the expansiveness of where we are. If we can allow ourselves to be part of the experience and be in the fullness of who we are, and even to understand that the challenges that we come across are here to mold us into what we're becoming. So whatever moment you find yourself in, whatever challenge you find yourself in, whatever polarity you experience, whatever successes that you're in, be present for it. Let's be present and alive for it, and to witness the possibilities within it.